My heart is beating. Maybe finally. I feel like it's very hard to be genuinely myself because I feel like I've been an actor for so long, whether consciously or unconsciously, in that channeling the self with all the memory, the sins and the deeds, the thoughts, the actions of the real self, the me or the I. That's a little, it's a little, it takes a little breath. Kai, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know I don't know the full story. But I know enough to know that I played a key role in causing and bringing about pain and causing pain and bringing about destruction and causing destruction in people's lives and pain in people's lives. I've acted. I am selfish. I am afraid. I am weak. I am broke. I am broken. Yeah, it's and I'm 40. It's another thing, so I'm old. Been a coward all of my life. Instead of running towards the things that are, I guess I ran in the other direction. I'm a fool. I'm a fool who is the worst and the least among all men, but bragged and professed and thought that he was better than all men. Arrogant and just have this distorted sense of perception of self. And I'm sorry for all of that. I have wasted time, my time, God's time, other people's time. I have in fact, I don't know if it's possible for me to do anything without ulterior motives, whether it's conscious or unconscious. I pray, I hope, maybe one day I could just live like everyone else, from a place of joy and freedom. Peace with myself and with everyone. That's maybe a far-fetched hope for me, but I'm glad that I am here, that I can say this without crying or that self-pity. If crying actually heals, maybe it's not just self-pity, maybe it's like healing too. But I just wouldn't do it on camera. I think I've learned to control my emotions a little more the past 24 hours since I turned 40. Yesterday was a very, very dark day, as they said back in the day, I suppose, when dark meant all that is evil. Yesterday was a very troubling day because I was over-intoxicated, overwhelmed by turning 40 a couple of days ago, and in conversation with my mother, which kind of triggered me the wrong way, which it shouldn't have, to be honest. And then also, man, I said a lot of things to my wife that my friend, 'cause I don't know what a wife is anymore, but I know that I've always had a friend. You know, I don't know what a wife is because, you know, we just got together and said we're married. And I gave Cole a nut, but I didn't have any money, and we never had a wedding, and my family don't think we're actually married. I don't know what a wife is. I just know that I've had a loyal, helpful friend who has supported and been there for me beyond what I can say I have done for her or them. And even in my laziness and fearfulness and incapacity to confront my reality, I was still given a home here. And I'm grateful for that. I'm so thankful that I can actually stand here and say a few things without going so far off subject matter. Maybe the pain has gotten so laser focused that It got my attention. This guy. Life has always been pain, to be very honest. It's not that because I'm turning 40 or I suddenly realize that I look ugly without a beard, or my facial acne scars or wrinkles or any imperfection, all the imperfections, including the sense of hopelessness and doom and endless wandering in the abyss of nothingness. What can you say in the end but thank you? What's there to say? So I'm grateful, and I fucked up. You know, fucked up. I've been fucking up for a long time. And that fucking up became so normal to me. You know, and that's the best way to put it without any other words or statements that suggest an excuse or even attempts to ascribe blame to other people but me. I think that's absolute weakness. So I don't care who hurt me. Like, I think I hurt everyone first, so it's fair. I pray that I can live up to these words and be strong in it. You know, doesn't matter who hurt me anymore. I just don't want to be the one to hurt these kids right now. I'm sorry. Caused this much pain. To lives, to people. People did not sign up for this. I'm sorry that I created this game. I'm sorry that I started this. I created this so-called matrix reality and enslaved everyone in it because of my own selfish desire and gain and ignorance and just wawanchi, as we call them for Nigeria. My stubbornness and lack of discipline, lack of listening, lack of humility, lack of confidence, lack of faith. I pray that I've done a lot of good. Even if it's something, just give me a little sense of maybe it's not all bad. I'm grateful. I lived the last 40 years of my life being a taker. Take. Take everything. Take food, take everything, right? I'm gonna try my every best. I'm gonna try and keep trying every day from now on. Just give. Just try harder. Just give. In whatever little way every day. And pray that one day it equals or balances the scale. I don't know if it ever will. If I can ever give enough to compensate for what I've taken. worst feeling is just knowing the reverberating pain. It's okay. I'm sorry. Flog me, strip me naked, pour cold water on me, parade me on the streets in the villages, put sign for my neck that says thief, 'cause I've stolen, I've cheated, I didn't play fair. I've caused a lot of pain and harm, and I've taken what doesn't belong to me. I've broken all the code of my art. I've killed. Even if it's in thought, because I've been angered to the point of killing, even in words, right? Especially in words. That is where my pain, right, to have gone, I wrote scriptures, religious texts to deceive people so that they can serve and worship me. I was a false god in my previous life, and I'm a false, I thought, oh, men are God. Not in that sense. I'm a false god today. I am no greater God than any living man, and I'm no lesser God than any living man. Maybe lesser, because I can't compute how other gods are moving. So maybe lesser, but I'm no greater God. I'm no greater God. And I'm humbled, and I'm grateful that all other men are so much better than me, that I am the worst of men. It gives me hope about humanity, to be honest. I don't know. But somehow, yeah. Been full of myself and just in the clouds, in the bubbles, in the sky. Smoking, drinking, doing all kinds of things. Breaking every law and every rule. I've sinned. Gravely sinned. Sinned against myself, my family. So I don't know where to go from here. I don't know what reality would be like from here. I am at the mercy of the divine counsel, which includes every one of you. I just don't have any. Wait till I go carry use, bro. That's why I took off my weave. Wait till I go carry use, hide my. What did they call it? African American culture, they say, he a hot mess. Hide my mess. I'm a hot mess. I am a hot mess. I am the hottest, messiest thing ever. And what a shame to like have this capacity to see all of these errors in the world and to desire to correct them, and yet lack the capacity to see the error within your own self, my own self, and the ability, the will, the courage, the everything to fix that. I failed my elder brother by not following in his example. I failed my younger brother by not showing him an example. I failed my sister by not showing her gratitude. I failed my mother by not showing her gratitude or respect. I failed my father by not showing him gratitude or respect. I failed my brother and sister-in-law by not showing them gratitude and respect. I've asked everyone to forgive me. I've told everyone I'm sorry for the things that I did intentionally, said, thought intentionally, my actions or inactions, and inactions rather. I'd rather just take responsibility for it all and eliminate the 1 or 0% thought that says you wronged me too. Because the minute I fall into that, then it becomes this perpetual thing of what came first, the chicken or the egg, who wronged who first. And for me, what I've been revealed, what I've come to understand is I was responsible in the beginning. So even my relationship with the people that I encountered in this life, it was premeditated. Meaning, these are people that I was going to meet again because I might have, in fact, rather than using might, I think I heard, I feel maybe the reason why the same people are back in my life is because I have a history with them. And in that history, I feel, from what I'm revealed, I was responsible for hurting them in the past. So something I did, brought pain to all of these people that I then met again in this life through my experiences or the different encounters. And so I may perceive something odd or feel a certain way at a certain time in my relationship with them. But all of that is just a reflection of something that I need to see in myself and correct. And I pray and I hope that I am capable of making that correction. My name is Mapak Mapis Gong Mangay. The name means, Mopak is actually a name for war or warrior, fighter, which is, I don't know, to be very honest, I feel like it's more of a curse than a blessing, because I've just been fighting with everyone throughout my life for no reason. And now I'm just realizing that I'm just a troublemaker. To be very honest with you, I have so much love for Africa, Nigeria, Nigerians, and I've always I just don't, I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm like a traitor trapped in the wrong body, or the body trapped in the traitor. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I wish and could say Danasani, but like they say, Danasani and Abayin Kia, right? So can't wallow in regrets, rather, or pretense. It's very hard, like I said, just being natural, because sometimes you want to say things that are influenced by maybe a motivation for see me like this, or I hope you like me, or I hope you like what I said right now. I just pray that being free doesn't have to come with death and this feeling of hopelessness and aloneness. I thought, I don't know, I thought people didn't have to die physically to go to heaven. I felt like, I don't know, heaven is here. And the earth is heaven. The earth is the heavenly garden, I guess. Not from a, I don't know, not from a fetish, a way that maybe I might have done or did in the past, under the pretense, the lie and manipulation of people's mind, under the idea that I am some god, which would make sense why I woke up one day here saying I'm God, right? I just, if it means anything, We thought that our self-identity, knowing that who we are is God, and knowing that we are one with God, I thought that that's higher, like, understanding. And what do I mean by that? I just thought that brings us closer to a sense of worth, self-worth, but not in a kind of a self-aggrandized, like that word, even though I don't really know what it means. Not in a very, like like, like you're feeling yourself too much. That's not, but like I've always been prideful, but I guess I wasn't aware of how prideful I was. And how detrimental that has been in my life. And so it's been like a blind spot, I guess. Even when I'm telling myself I'm humble, I was still acting and saying and doing prideful stuff. So I hope for clarity in a lot of that. So yeah, I guess I found what I'm looking for. I was asking myself, what's the question with the world, and why are things the way they are, and how did things come to be the way they are today? The lies, the people say what the lies, the corruption, the deaths, the just the software, right? So like our mind, human beings, our mental software has been corrupted from its original design. The original design is that everyone loves each other, everybody is like Abby. At least that's what I assumed, or that's what I thought I learned or I understood. And everything, every fucking thought I've ever had I'm submitting it for scrutiny in the public courtroom of the internet. I almost feel like, yeah, I don't know, just suspicious and fearful of a lot of things, and just the odd things that have happened have, I guess, exacerbated or made the fear more, made it more real. Or maybe I'm like Job, who, not in a godly way, because at this time, yeah, but like Job, who manifested his own fear, the way he said in the book. And he said, I feel like that sometimes, but I said not in a godly way, because I feel like the narrative, I mean, I'm just at a place where I'm questioning the stories in the book. I'm questioning, I feel responsible for having fabricated the stories in the book. I feel responsible for having fabricated religion. I would love to say I am vehemently confident 1000% that I am responsible, and I did it. Not in a prideful way, but like in a, I did, like I am responsible. I am responsible. I think I have enough information to know that I am. Simple. And so I want to rest with that responsibility. Meaning accept it and just accept it and not be in denial or anything weird like that. So yeah, it's a little fearful. It's very fearful actually, but I'm trying to have faith and not be afraid and collapse and break down. But I say that I am responsible because, you know, you live on earth, you every one of us, we ask ourselves what's the origin of evil, essentially. Why are things the way they are? And like I just said, my mother named me rightly also, not just, you know what I mean? So she named me Mapak, which also means war, war. And that's funny because that's also the name of Mars, right? Mapak, Mars. Which also, Mars is also, if you write it upside down, also reads wars, right? So there you have it. Like synchronicity or coincidence or something, I don't know. But I feel like maybe that's a message to me to say that, you know, I was that god of war. I was that person that was just fighting everybody for no fucking reason, no, like, dumb. And it was the fights in the past that led to the foundation of the dysfunctional family, the human family that we have today, which is a polarity of white, black, division, and a lot of suspicion, and all of that stuff exists between the two families, the lighter people and the darker people of the world. We already know darkness is like perceived as a negative thing, so, you know, having the dark identity, like, essentially it's that karma thing. It's like you gave yourself a dark identity and then you came back in the dark identity kind of thing. So, but I don't know if karma is real, but karma must be real. I don't know. I just feel responsible and know that there's no other person somewhere hidden that is responsible for this. And no matter how I perceive this, me waking up late now, or finally having some fragments of understanding that hopefully would last, inshallah, if I don't fall by the next drink or the next smoke, then maybe I can retain the memory of these truths, or at least gain higher understanding. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. I wish that there is a way to heal the world. Heal my family first. Heal myself first. I wish there's a way I can heal. My family can heal. I need to work harder, be stronger, more consistent. Most importantly, I have to maintain a very stress-free grateful heart and mind. I pray that if I have the spirit of manipulation in me, that God will remove that spirit and restore me to a space of clarity and peace and joy, where none of my statements have any kind of hidden, ulterior, reactive desire, whether they are seen or unseen, whether they are rehearsed or unscripted, whether they are still available or deleted. Just the fact that I'm able to just stand here and just say something. Oh man. Father God, I pray. Mother, I pray. That you restore my heart, restore my soul. The negative thoughts that I've had towards others, whether in retaliation to how I felt by, for whatever reason, at whatever period, my relationship with them. I just pray that you forgive me. Pray that you bring about healing in my heart in those areas and complete peace, almost to the point of forgetfulness of the negative things that, or negative thoughts that I keep regurgitating in my heart that does not serve me. I'm grateful for my broken state, grateful for my empty state. I'm grateful for my lack of bank account and lack of money. I'm grateful that you pulled the carpet from under my feet. I'm grateful that in this lifetime you've revealed to me who I've always been. And I'm grateful for where you have me. Just pray, Father God, that you heal them all. And pray for my wife, my friend. I can't say enough about how grateful I am for her, and also how painful it feels that I caused her a lot of pain. And most times I feel I don't know how to operate in this love or this dynamic, how to appear compassionate, loving, encouraging, every day. Every day. Lately I feel my anger has came upon me, or the spirit of anger has kind of come upon me. In the past couple of years since my father has passed, I find myself fighting with a lot of people. I wouldn't say I blame it on his passing, because I was fighting with him even before he passed. And if I think back further, it seems like my childhood was just blemished by fights. I'm sorry that I've walked around here with such ego that it has cost me all relationships. I don't want to be alone. I've been alone and it hurts. I don't want to be alone. I love my children. I love my family. I love my mother as much as I feel it's hard for us to talk to these days. I love my mom, and I wish her the best. Peace of mind, joy, happiness, abundance, everything. And the thoughts that I've had towards my mother, the word evil, the word negative, the word ungrateful, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. Nike, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I disappointed you as a husband, as a friend, as a partner, just somebody who you believed will be there with you. There are mixed emotions. I don't know if love is learned. I would love to learn. And love is action. And I pray for just more strength to keep acting.